Okay, welcome back. So today I'm going to cover doing an abdominal exercise. So we remember old-fashioned, what I call old-fashioned sit-ups, where we just kind of roll up, or either on the floor or your legs are anchored. That actually ends up training hip flexor musculature more than abdominals. So I'm going to use an incline bench here. So the adjustment on the incline bench, just so you know, is right here. Again, yellow adjuster. Yellow color is always the adjuster. If I lift up on this, I can move this guy up or down. Up is higher is easier. So let me start there and then I'll lower it down. But basically we're just going to do a little bit of a crunch here. That's all we're going to do. So I'm going to sit back on the bench, feet up on the platform, just going to cross arms over. So the abdominals, if you look at them as a muscle group, they are just responsible for rolling us forward. The abdominal muscles are laid out this way, and then there's some that run behind them, that run up and down. But as soon as, I'm using body weight, so these muscles are lifting my torso. So by crossing the arms, I'm just going to roll and crunch and push forward using those abdominals. And then you can see my back is just going to unfold. It's just going to roll back onto the bench. So this is super easy because that bench is up really high. But if you've not done these, this is a good place to start. You've got some resistance on the abdominals. So now, how would I make that harder? Very easy. I'm just going to lower that down. I would lower it one notch if that's where you started and go to the next sequence down. So I'm just going to lower it two just to show what a little harder version looks like. Same form, everything stays the same, but because I'm back farther now, these muscles are going to have to lift the weight from a lower position, which means they're going to have to work a whole lot harder. So I'm going to crunch up. Now up here, there's nothing. There's no resistance. So I'm really not going to go up that high. Once I feel these muscles are not working, that's when I'm going to stop. And I'm just going to, again, uncurl my back to let it go right into the bench until I uncurl those abdominals, and I'm going to curl them forward again. And the pace that I'm moving here with is appropriate. Now again, you can move fast and do these. It's easier. Is it as effective? Nope. So if I'm going to work out, I want the exercise to be effective. To me, the repetitions going slower is more effective. The number will go down. So I can do 100 of these fast if I only do 20 of these, but boy, these are harder. These are actually doing more work than doing 100 easy ones. So this is a great way to do a crunch, very safe. Again, the low back is always going to maintain contact with the bench on the way up. So if you watch the low back again, it uncurls. So I'm not with a straight back here, right? I'm uncurling, letting that spine curl back into the bench, and then just safely, again, rolling the abdominals forward, and they pull me forward, and then they release me back onto the bench, okay? Great exercise for abdominals. You don't need any other equipment. I like this exercise better than most machines, quite honestly. The abs have to do all the work. So again, that's it for today. Any questions, let me know, and we'll see you next time.